Welcome back, dear tea friends. Now we are gonna continue with this white teas. So I have now replaced the teas. So this one is this tea. So you see the dry tea leaves and the tea in a pot easily. And this one is this one, and that one is that one, respectively. So now is the second infusion on these three. So we're gonna pour the second infusion out now. We used warm water on this. Water temperature was around 50. So this one as well. Let's see that. Here, another. Oh, I got it wrong. The side. It should swap like this. Then now it's right. So this is this, and that is that. Alright, so as you see, earlier I spilled some water on this tray, so I'm gonna try soak it up. Since if I don't do it now, it will be tea stains, while these teas get oxidized, and it will get not so pretty. So I'm gonna continue to wipe it out. It's easy to clean your tea wares with just a cotton cloth, and sometimes with warm water, and sometimes when you need, perhaps you need some warm lemon water. So I usually drink lemon water during my day, and so I use the lemon water to clean my tea wares. It's very good and natural detergent. So, and now let's get one back there and prepare for the third infusion on this. And over here we are gonna pour this out, and actually I did a bit wrong. So this one is for that one, was for that one, but now we change it, no problem. Let's take a look. Second infusion as well. All of the three. As you perhaps have noticed from my voice, I've caught a cold since yesterday. It was very hot outside. I went swimming, and then I cycled back home. So and that's why I'm drinking white teas with you and introduce white teas to you today, since the white teas is considered to have medicine effects during the Chinese medicine, according to Chinese medicine. over here is a boiled hot water, and we're gonna mix with some cooler water to make the temperature around, I think it's around 60, 70 now. Yeah. So we're gonna do all of the three. The third infusion. So there we go. And this one too. Perhaps I need two hands actually. I will do like this since I need two hands. Do this one. Okay. And the third one. The third one over here. So good. Now let's now let's have some of the second infusion and see. Okay. So we begin with the one that the buds, let's say, call it the buds. And let's call this one just white tea, from Fudi white tea. And here it is. This one is a widely picked Fudi Baicha white tea. So Baicha is white tea, Bai is white, Cha is tea. And perhaps the word tea is actually the De from the Fujian region. So in Fujian region, their local language, the tea is called De. So that's why in many Latin language, the tea, yeah, it's called tea, and in Swedish is tea. And in some other language, like German and Norwegian and Danish, that I know of, so they also call it very similar to tea. And like in Japan and in India, the tea is called chai. In India, it's called chai. So since the chai is translated from the other pronunciation, cha, in Chinese, so that's why there are two different pronunciations based on two different dialects of the Chinese, of the Chinese languages. So, all right. So let's wait some time. The third infusion, the steeping time could be much less, since we have raised the water temperature. The reason why I drink white tea with low water temperature is because in this way it's to preserve these valuable nutritions in the tea. So if you use hot water, many of these nutritions and substances, these would be destroyed by hot water. Since white tea is very delicate processed tea, and green tea as well, and the yellow tea too. So when you brew white tea, yellow tea, green tea, you might perhaps want to start with just warm water, like water in room temperature, or a little bit higher, around 50, 60, at 75 maximum. So in the first infusions, and later on you can increase the water temperature after several infusions. Let's continue to try this widely tea. See, there are some differences. I only sense the freshness and the sweetness. Even the sensations on my tongue is very smooth, and I can just, the aftertaste I get is just sweetness, and sweetness which goes on all the time. No bitterness at all. So that's also a benefit while using cold brew. So you get the nutritions, the best desirable nutritions and substances to be absorbed in warm water, and yet in the same time you don't get that bitterness, that undesirable taste from these teas, and plus much less tea things while using the cold brew or warm brew, let's call it, is in contrary to normal brew, like with hot water. So perhaps you have noticed that when I pour in water, I do it very gently, so I don't actually pour water so much directly on these tea leaves. So that's why this tea it's also a way to enhance the delicacy of these tea characters, so that you get that elegance and the delicacy of the tastes. So if you do it harshly, the tea will become you will get more harsh feelings and tastes of it. So it's like what you put out is what you get. This applies to tea, to tea brew as well. Yeah. now it's getting darker and darker. I'm gonna turn on the lights now. So let's see the difference. Alright. So you may see the difference under different lighting conditions. Alright, so how about we take a look at these three once again. So number one, buds, 福鼎 white tea. Number two, 福鼎 white tea. Yeah, little lower grade than this one. The third one, the widely picked. You see the tea leaves are larger as well, mixed with buds and bigger leaves. So let's take a look at the dry leaves one more time. If you haven't checked out the first part of today's tea tasting, tea comparison, as you see. Here we go. This one is actually from a tea cake, so I will show you how it looks like. I fetched some tea from a tea cake. So you see, this one is compressed from a tea cake inside the tea cake. So I used a tea knife to get it out, and then there under is some more loose tea leaves from that tea cake. So that's the, and over here is, I will show you here, is a tea cake, this one for example, but this one is not the same as that one. So this one is from Yunnan. It's old tree white tea from 2019, as you see. Yeah, it is made in tea cake in June 22nd. It's actually funny. It's made on the summer solstice. Yes, solstice that day, or during that 3 days. That's really good, funny. And since the midsummer day in Sweden, and the summer solstice will be happening on Tuesday, so next week. So this tea has been, so now it's 2021, so this tea is 2 years old. 2 years old. Yes, that's right, that's correct. Yes, alright, so I'll just open this package so that you get a good look at it. I will, just a second.